Hello, this is Fumihiko Sumitomo. I'm the participant of this conference for Coded Culture. I'm the director of the International Festival of Arts and Media Yokohama. So I talked about this festival also in today's lecture. But my main presentation is about the artists who were also participated in this Coded Culture exhibition. The two artists called Exonimo and also Ryotaku Okubo. I give some historical reference to what they're doing to this young generation of artists. And the reference point that I talked was the one Japanese avant-garde artist called Genpei Akasegawa, who was very active in the 60s when the Japanese society was changing into very highly consumerized society, and also people become aware of using this media technology a lot in the society. So although he was not using the computers, his attitude of this playfulness and also how he received these changes in the society was very, very interesting reference point for me to also think about how we're going to deal with this media technology in the future.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you perceive that contemporary young artists do have and that basically maybe changed, or their focus of interest changed?
It is, because it was also raised from the question from the audience that in the 60s, a lot of the artists had to rely on big companies to use these technologies in the 60s and 70s. And so many of the artists had to work closely with these companies that is more close to this spectacle show like Osaka Expo. But the artists who could only use this small media, like more cheap medias, were more independent. That was this Genpei Akasegawa. But nowadays, artists have more independence with using their own personal computers and also the internet, and they don't really have to have this strong connection with these industries. So that is, I think, the big difference we have with these younger generations of artists.
But still you draw a distinction between the artists and the DIY or makers culture or the crafts movement? Or
I make a distinction between these cultures during the session.
Yeah, I wonder, would you separate, or is everything moving towards the big cloud of people in front of the screens, no matter if they're artists or whatever they're trained?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about. I mean, I think myself, basically people prefers to have their own independence of using this small media because then you can, it's much fun to express yourself than just receiving these TV programs or Hollywood movies. But people who have the chances to experience this fun part of making your own expression is still a small number, I think. Mm-hmm. And you have to have this accessibility to the equipments still. And so it doesn't change in a very fast way, but basically even the movie production, the cinema production become very small now. So I think the whole basic direction is going that way, but not in a very dramatical sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you very much.
But I think it's a very interesting phenomenon.
Yeah.